Good morning, everyone. We are the group 3, and our topic is the development of African literature.
The development of African literature, from its oral tradition up to the current trends, reflects the history of its people, the continent's feelings, and the minds of its population. African literature started from oral traditions like storytelling, songs, and proverbs before it became written works. It reflects Africa's history, struggles, joys, and wisdom. It shows how people think, feel, and live. Having been denied sharing their unique culture to the rest of the world, African literature takes pride in their identity as a people along with their rich heritage. During colonization, Africans were often not allowed to freely express their culture because foreign powers controlled them. Through literature, Africans preserved their identity, history, and pride in their traditions.
The Dark Continent enjoys a vast collection of masterpieces, both in oral and written literature, which are highly diverse and at the same time common. Africa was once called the Dark Continent by colonizers, but it actually has a rich variety of literature. Oral forms include myths, legends, riddles, and folk tales, while written forms include novels, plays, and poetry. These are diverse yet they share common themes like survival, family, justice, and freedom.
The writing in Africa started in the Middle Ages when Arabic was introduced to them and that it moved forward in the 1800s with the coming of the alphabet. African literature began formally when Arabic writing spread through trade and religion. Later in the 1800s, the Roman alphabet was introduced by Europeans, making literature more widespread and accessible.
With the birth of negritude, which literally means blackness, movement in 1934, African writers committed to look in their own culture, traditions, and values that can be applied in the modern world. Negritude was a movement started by African and Caribbean writers that celebrate black culture and heritage. Writers use literature to resist colonial influence, promote African values, and fight for independence. The drive of writers to write and excite political freedom grew, and the dignity of African tradition has been asserted. Writers inspired people to fight for freedom from colonizers. They wrote stories, poems, and plays that show the beauty of African culture and push back against discrimination.
The Negritude movement opened the avenue for writers to celebrate what is truly African. Thanks to Negritude, writings proudly expressed African identity, culture, and tradition without shame. It gave them a voice to show the world what Africa truly is.
Though African writers like Chinua Achebe, Wole Soyinka, Kofi Awonor, Ngugi wa Thiong'o, Okot Pibitik, Denis Crotos, Iskia Mapalili, Nadine Gordimer, and Jacques Rabimananjara wrote in European language. They nevertheless embodied the spirit of nationalism. Many African writers wrote in English, French, or Portuguese because they were the colonial languages. Still, their works promoted African pride, independence, and the fight against oppression.
So strong and effective were their works that they gained worldwide acclaim. Their literature was so powerful that it was recognized globally. Some, like Wole Soyinka, even received the Nobel Prize, providing Africa's voice mattered worldwide. In the aftermath of the colonial experience, African writers have since chronicled new challenges that have emerged in their respective societies. After independence, Africa still faced challenges like poverty, corruption, and unstable government. Writers began focusing on these issues in their works.
Even though colonizers leave, new leaders often created problems of their own, such as a dictatorship and inequality. Writers criticized these governments through literature.
This was evident in the case of Ngugi wa Thiong'o, who was imprisoned for a play considered to have subversive message against the Kenyan administration of the time. Ngugi wa Thiong'o is a famous Kenyan writer. He wrote a play that criticized government corruption and injustice, and he was jailed because he was were too powerful corruption in society.
Understanding them of African writers in post-colonial times was reflected in V.Y. Modembes
Before the Birth of the Moon, 1989. Corruption became one of the most common topics in Africa literature after independence. V.Y. Modembes' novel is one example of the writer exposing this problem through fiction. Even before the colonizers arrived in Africa and indelibly shaped the continent's identity, local traditions were already flourishing in terms of cultural wealth. Long before the colonization, Africa already had rich cultures with oral tradition like myths, ritual, and community storytelling that keep knowledge alive.
The following decades soon became the driving forces in literature as writers had to confront modern problems with traditional truths in ancient times. Modern African writers now combine old tradition with new issues. They use traditional wisdom but also address present-day struggles like poverty, identity, politics, and globalization.
Thank you for listening, everyone.